I'm going to take it upon myself to petition ODH and get a variance. Yeah, we could just go out there and do it, just like a lot of people are just going to the store without any mask or any other protection. But I not one to encourage other club members to flaunt the law or flaunt the guidelines that have been given by our leaders. That's why I believe pursuing a variance would be in our best interest if we need to. So we're sort of waiting until the next round of restrictions comes out, and we'll see if there's a way we can do the thing legitimately with the restrictions that are in effect at that time. Any other comments about the whole field day issue or the COVID-19 issue? Go ahead.
Other comments, Dale. That's all I've got. Back to Ned.
And I also, back myself here, I want to thank Dennis for running the event last week. Some personal obligations kept me away. There's just no way I could do two things at once. So I trust everything went fine, and we are always looking for alternate control ops and net ops, whatever you want to call them, to stand in during those times I'm not available or Denny is not available. Okay, final call for any information, traffic, commentary, jokes, what have you, for the benefit of the net.
Well, this is K8AGB. First, it was my pleasure. Also, Dale, during most of your transmission, it sounded like there was another carrier trying to heterodyne with you. There may be somebody else that was wanting to make a comment. This is K8AGB and the W8AL Wednesday Night Net.
I'm sure there was a doubling going on. I'll take responsibility for that. We'll stand down. Anyone with any traffic, go ahead.
This is Roger. My batteries are probably going dead. So I was just saying that it seems like we should contact the American Radio Relay League. They have lobbyists, and we ought to work from that end of it, that they should get this field day situation. Go to the, use our lobbyists and go to the government about it. That's all I have to say. W8AL clear.
Roger. And the other point is, it sort of depends where you live. Ohio's got their rules, Pennsylvania's got their rules, Michigan's got their rules. You go out, I was talking with one of my, remember Kirk Baxter? He was a club member. Well, he moved out to Wyoming. He's in a huge county, and the whole county had, less than a dozen confirmed cases. So it was almost like there was nothing going on out where he lives in Wyoming. So I'm sure out there they're going to have field day, and probably quite a few other states as well. ARRL, don't know if they'd want to pick up the torch for Ohio, or if they're more interested in some sort of a national thing. I don't know. But it's a good point. They are lobbyists. They do have lobbyists, and maybe that's the way to do it. Let them earn their pay. Over.
Ohio, the number of hams we have are very well represented. So I wouldn't be, I think we're one of the larger ham populations in all the districts. Am I correct on that? Over.
Numbers at my fingertips, if you are correct, Ohio is one of the big states as far as ham radio goes. Might be right behind California. Sorry, I don't have that information. But there's going to be a lot of hams in Ohio upset if they follow the rules and sit it out. Over.
That's
all I have to say. I just think that, they get a lot of subscriptions, and I just hope they can represent us. Over.
Okay, enough of that. I will open the floor once again. Anyone with anything to say for the good of the net, go right ahead. This is NX8J.
Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Zulu Juliet, Joe and Alliance, late to the party.
Fairly soon anyway. I have to go to a graduation tonight. My oldest grandchild, of course, is graduating from Hoover, and I have to go to the graduation, which means I have to walk into the TV and turn on YouTube, where they'll read her name. Over.
Okay, I think you doubled, but we got the gist of it. You have to bail out for graduation. Is that what I heard? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's correct. I have to. The graduation will be on YouTube, so either that or we could go over and listen to it in a parking lot someplace. Well, we chose not to do that. Over.
I appreciate you stopping in, Fred, and we, welcome you back at any time here. Graduation on YouTube. One of our former members, Andy Crew, he has a brother, Travis. Travis just got married a weekend or two back, and it was a very, very, very small ceremony. However, it was on television, or YouTube, I guess, and strange times. So, as we adapt, all right. Another station was in on top of you, so go ahead, the other station.
Echo 8, Kilo Zulu Juliet, Joe and Alliance, late to the party. It was probably me. I waited and didn't hear anybody, and when I unkeyed, somebody was talking.
Sometimes. Thanks, John, for stopping by. Welcome to you. And you got you in the log. And I will ask if you have any traffic for the net, John.
John, but no, I don't really have anything additional to add to that at the moment, but if I hear something that I think I need to comment on, then I may do so. KZJ.
Joe, not John. Got you there. 3 or 4 years of doing this, I'll get it down pat. I'm a slow runner. I'm sure Dennis did a lot better than I did last week. I sort of wish I could have heard that. Okay, anybody else with any final words before we close the net for tonight? Okay. How are you tonight, sir? Just sort of wrapping it up. So if you have anything, any traffic for the net or anything you want to contribute, go ahead. We'll stand by. That is correct. Thank you for pointing that out. Field Day is not the last or the only game event of the season. There are other things. It would just be a little distressing, to having done Field Day for so many consecutive years to have to skip a year. I understand things happen, but we're going to make do our best to have a field day in some shape or form. Over. All right, last call for any comment, contribution, jokes, stories, anything you'd like to say to the net before we close down for the week. Go ahead.
Net control, K8AGB.
Go ahead, Dennis.
This is K8AGB. You jogged my memory. Today at 12 noon, members and friends of Chapter 21, Quarter Century Wireless Association, we get on Zoom at the invitation of our president, Mel Vi. A former Canton Club member, Herb Bushong, who lives near Ackworth, Georgia, reported that the best reception of this net is on YouTube. One of the addresses that you provided on YouTube, and Herb found Canton Amateur Radio Club or W8AL. So he was going to do his best again to eavesdrop and listen, and gave a very favorable report on the success of following this net on YouTube. Over.
Of course, and I don't want to take any of the credit. I think the YouTube feed is Mr. Corner's doing, and don't know if he's doing it tonight, but I did get some good reports from others that they appreciate the feeds we're putting out, and I will maybe throw a question out to the group. Since QCWA is using Zoom for their activities, how would the people on here tonight feel about using Zoom as opposed to using the repeater? Make a difference? Have an opinion? Go ahead.
MNT.
Tom?
Dale, this is my kind of feeling is this: if we have business to conduct on our meeting night, our regular meeting night, a Zoom meeting for club members only would most likely be a way to go. You know, we can get business taken care of until restrictions are lifted. But all the rest of the time, I think this is a very, very nice net that we have going, and I think we should continue with it as it is. But except for meeting nights, on that Wednesday night, we could have a Zoom meeting and have it take care of actual business that way. K8 MNT.
Good observation, Tom. I understand that during a meeting there may be things that people would hold back a little bit if they knew they were on a repeater, whereas if it's just a Zoom amongst club members, might be a little more conducive to conversation. Give that some thought. Maybe if I can figure out how to make Zoom work, I guess it isn't too hard, or if someone else would like to pick up that torch, we could give it a try this month at the meeting. Over.
K8AGB again.
Go ahead, sir.
This is K8AGB. Dale, there is a cost involved. Mel is gracious enough to absorb the cost for QCWA Chapter 21. Hardy, the sponsoring person, and of course course, our treasurer is well, and money, so we can cover that. So if anybody comes up about a cost, yeah, there is a cost. You get invited, and you or one of the officers of the club would be doing the inviting, and it is secure. It works very well. I'm involved with some fraternal orders and on a statewide, and Zoom is working, and because of the security that is in place. Over.
Good comments. Thank you, Dennis. And you jogged my memory a little bit, too. I believe Scott Yonley in the weekly section newsletter said something about if anyone wants to use Zoom, contact him. He sort of implied that he could get you on somehow, and that some other group might be picking up the tab for the May meeting. Certainly we'll announce that plenty of time with email, but for the time being, let's just keep the informal Wednesday night net running. And on meeting nights, maybe the goal will be to try Zoom out this time around. We'll see how it works. And if it works okay, maybe we'll stay there. NXAJ, open to any other comments.
Zoom, you have to have a computer or a cell phone or a smartphone and be knowledgeable enough to use it and not get discouraged. And same way about here on 2 meters, you got to have a 2 meter radio and know how to use it.
We use some of those conferencing tools at work, and way down at the bottom in the meeting notice, in the fine print, it says, oh, by the way, you can use a landline or just a phone to join. You obviously don't have the video and everything else, but don't know if Zoom is similar, but that might be if you don't have one that's working just right. Join with a phone. Over.
You're on your way. This is K8AGB.
Comments before we close down the net for this week.
Tango Delta.
KC8 Tango Delta is what I got. QSL.
It's Whiskey 8 Tango Delta. Former club member until I moved out of the area, maybe in the late 70s. So, also a comment on Zoom. There is a free option, but it times out at 40 minutes. So if you're only going to be on for 40 minutes, you can do it for free. And I forgot to memorize Nick Control's call. This is W8TD John in Wadsworth.
Whiskey number 8 Tango Delta John in Wadsworth. Thanks for checking in. For Lima, net control is November X-ray 8 Juliet standing by for Whiskey 8 Tango Delta.
I've been away from the club long enough. I don't have any useful comments beyond that mention of Zoom, which one group that I belong to does use. But we use the free version, and it times out at 40 minutes. I don't know if Mel was juggling 2 groups or not. There is a thing Wednesday at noon that I thought was just this club that I've been checking it. It's all old guys, so maybe it's all QCWA types. I don't know. I didn't get around to joining QCWA until I qualified for it twice. Everybody on the W8AL group, W8TD.
Thanks, John. Yeah, I heard someone else say QCWA had a new Zoom meeting today sometime. So I think maybe inspiration maybe you and he can converse after we close the net and exchange details about that. We're looking for the W8AL weekly net before we close it down for the week. Over. I want to thank everybody for checking in, and I wish you all health, happiness, and patience, kindness. We all need more of that stuff. It never hurt. So, see you next week at correct time, 7:30, here on this repeater, for round 2 of the Canton Club weekly nap. With NXHA, saying once again, good night all, and 73.